Hello everyone, we are back again with another amazing list. Today, I'm going to be listing top 10 supernatural anime that you must watch. Before we start, be sure you subscribe our channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notifications of new videos. Number 10. Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist is a stunning, suspenseful religious-like anime, with darker scenes than the typical anime you might watch. Blue Exorcist's plot is immaculately written and made to keep you curious, but also to keep things interesting. After all, a boring anime can't be watched for that long. The supernatural theme overall in this series is very present and excellently executed. With religious aspects, humor still added to make it a little more fun, and demons and exorcism everywhere. This is one of the best parts of the show. And this show, though blunt at first, has many twists and scenes you definitely wouldn't expect, and it honestly just makes this a great show. Number 9. Angel Beats. Angel Beats' plot is filled with mystery, and you did never be able to predict what happens next. It's a fun take on what the afterlife could be like, and I honestly must applaud the writers for an amazing plotline. The supernatural part of the series is one word: amazing. I can't believe how well thought out it is, how much thought was put into the whole effect, and it's honestly just remarkable. Now for the plot twists. Here, they might not appear that often, but when they do, it's more than worth it. Number 8. Rental Magica. Rental Magica might not be exactly what you did expect, and I have to say, the surprise I got from the series wasn't bad. The plot is greatly written and designed in a way to keep you curious, but still keeping you informed. In some ways, it's contrasting, but it works somehow. The supernatural elements of the series come in different ways, as there's an other world that the characters talk about, and that's the cause of the supernatural creatures in the series. The plot twists, once again, aren't much, but they are still pretty well done when they do appear. It's like they say, quality over quantity. Number 7. When supernatural battles became commonplace. When supernatural battles became commonplace is a fun, light-hearted series that no one would regret watching. For the plot, I have to say, I'm honestly stunned. I can't believe how someone managed to create a series that's suspenseful, but still stays casual and light. The supernatural element here is just as unexpected to the characters as it is to us, and it just makes it that much better. The plot twists come along with the supernatural parts, and they surprise you when you did least expect it. Number 6. Danganronpa. The animation. If you're familiar with the Danganronpa franchise, you will know what this dark series is all about. Even if you don't know it yet, I can guarantee you that you will enjoy it. The plot, based on the Danganronpa games, features many main characters as well as villains that make this an awesome series. The supernatural elements come in various ways, from lots of different places, and I have to say, this whole thing is seriously impressive. The plot twists is where things get really dark. You see, the school our main protagonist plans going to might not be exactly what you'd expect, and I promise you, you're in for a surprise. Number 5. Charlotte. Charlotte has a deep, immersing storyline that pulls you in right as you start watching. The plot follows a very intellectual main character, who has the ability to possess people. With the occasional humor, the plot is extremely well done, and I personally applaud the creators. The supernatural elements, of course, come in with the protagonist who has the unique superhuman ability to possess people. But he couldn't use his power for lots of things as each had its own drawback. Because of this, he chooses to use his powers for cheating on tests. The plot twists appear everywhere though. They are pretty minor. Nonetheless, they make the series much more enjoyable and fun. Number 4. Rewrite. A story about a boy who basically wants to rewrite his life and catch up on all the time he's lost. The plot is profoundly detailed and well thought out, as well as written, making it a breathtaking series. And not to mention how gorgeous the art style is. The supernatural elements come in with a mysterious girl who keeps appearing at different times in the series, making all of us curious as to who she can be, as her identity and voice is only later revealed. The plot twists appear regularly, and when they hit you hard, there's no denying that. Number 3. Fairy Tale. An amazeballs anime take on the typical fairy tales. Fairy Tale is truly an amazing series. The plot is very near genius, and the show is a fan favorite. With good-looking characters, and an amazing protagonist named Natsu. I don't think that there's anyone who wouldn't enjoy the series, if they gave it a chance. The supernatural elements. Well, you can tell from the title. Fairies and goblins, witches and wizards. These are all much more elaborated here though, and stunningly executed to form an awesome show. The plot twists don't appear too much, but also aren't so scarce that you barely notice them. The perfect combo for the perfect show. That's the best way to describe it. Number 2. Demon Slayer. This is a gorgeously illustrated, famous and amazing series that is absolutely a fan favorite. The plot is intense, yet you can still feel calm when it's present. It's amazingly written, and the art style is greatly admired. Following our protagonist, a boy named Tanjiro, and his sister Nezuko, we see lots of events and situations they get into, good and bad. The supernatural part comes in with the demons, who are man-eating creatures that come out at night, and these make the story amazingly suspenseful. The plot twist is where things get really interesting. Our protagonist's sister, Nezuko, ends up being turned into a demon herself. This is where the story really begins, and we follow Tanjiro as he tries to find a cure for Nezuko. Number 1. Death Note. Death Note is a worldwide famous manga and anime series that easily takes the title of Best Supernatural Anime in our ranking, and it's honestly my favorite anime. The plot follows a boy named Light Yagami, who receives a death note, a notebook that can kill any person whose name is written inside from a Shinigami. He starts out using this notebook for good, but soon the power goes to his head, and the more people become his followers, the more people stand against Light and his ways. The supernatural element is definitely the Death Note itself, and its strange powers, as well as the whole concept of the Shinigami. The plot twists frequently happen and change the entire story. You see, this series is not for those looking for something casual. This is for someone with a hardcore passion for manga and anime, as well as the supernatural and dark humor. Death Note really is a masterpiece in every single way, and creates a whole new world I wouldn't even have been able to think of. That's all for our ranking this time, and I hope you enjoy watching all these supernatural anime. If you have a different ranking in mind, or if we missed your favorite anime, Don't hesitate to let us know in the comments section.